My name is Jesper Mosegaard, and today I'm going to show you how you can use the Elementacular plugin to create a magnificent firewall. So I'm going to start out by creating a base geometry, so just a simple sphere. We will apply the Elementacular material through the hypershade. I'm going to drag in the material. You'll notice that no cloud actually appears yet. We need to enable the viewport 2.0 rendering and enable the flat shaded and texturing. Now what you see here is the default appearance of the cloud, and we want to make this look like a fireball. One of the primary ways to do this is to modify the density emission ramp. So this maps density values to emission of light or color. We want the high density values to map to a bright yellow appearance. So I'm going to click the color sample corresponding to high densities. I'm going to modify the color value to a bright yellow. The value actually needs to be quite high, so I'm going to write 100. What you see here now is something that at least looks a bit yellow. In order for the color really to kick in, you need to go up and disable the tone mapping for the colors really to shine. So I want a very bright yellow interior and a darker clouds outside the bright yellow. So I'm going to go down and totally turn off the ambient scale, so the ambient light. That already helps a bit. But I also want to go up again to the density emission max to turn it down, so this will be the maximum value where we actually have emission of the bright yellow. We'll turn it somewhat down so that we can work with the darker parts of the cloud. Another thing I can do is to turn up the density scales just a bit so that the entire scale of what we want to map to brighter colors is moved up. Going down, we will now modify the density albedo ramp. So this is the mapping between, again, density values and how much of the light is scattered or is absorbed. So creating a value and just slightly turning it down here at the end, so the lighter density value is part of the spectrum. We now have something that could mimic a fireball-y appearance, but I'm lacking the fiery red part of it. So between these two color values, so the black of the light density values and the yellow of the very dense, I'm going to add another color value. I will make this fiery red, turning up the value again somewhat to about 100, so that we get this very nice fireball look to it. So I'm now quite satisfied with the look of it, but I want to modify this so that it looks like, or the shape of it looks like a fireball. So I will select a couple of my vertices. I will do a soft selection so that I can move some of the vertices around here. I'm going to move the end of this fireball to our far right, and I'm going to taper the end somewhat so that we get this look of a fireball that moves through space. We'll go back to object mode, and now I can further manipulate some of the parameters. Now I can see that I actually want the density scale to go up somewhat to re-establish this very bright appearance. This looks very good. And when I'm satisfied with this, I can go and render my final image. Now it's important here to select the Maya Hardware 2.0 rendering to get the same appearance that we got from the viewport 2.0. Pressing the render button now gives us the final appearance of our fireball, including a chroma key or an alpha map. And with this, you should be able to create magnificent fireballs yourself. Go to the elementacular.com website, download our trial, or purchase the plugin.